So now we will understand the third perspective that falls under theoretical perspectives, that's the cognitive perspective. Earlier we studied about psychodynamic and behavioral. Psychodynamic focuses on the um, various thoughts, unconscious, conscious thoughts that leads to changes in behavior. Behavioral focuses on how the environment helps an individual learn. So it largely depends upon learning from the environment that leads to changes in behavior. Now, cognitive. Well, the word cognitive in itself suggests what this theory focuses on. It focuses on how thinking and thought processes improves, develops, and leads to changes in behavior across the lifespan. So it basically is about the quantity and quality of the thinking processes, information processing, thoughts and ideas that change over lifespan and results in changes in behavior as well. The most groundbreaking work done again in this area of developmental psychology was by Jean Piaget. He was a Swiss psychologist who proposed that every individual passes through a fixed sequence of universal stages of cognitive development. So he also gave in a lot many stages. Remember Erickson had also given us, and he also said that every individual passes through these fixed stages. Similarly, Piaget gave stages that tells us about the cognitive development of an individual. So each individual after the infant is born goes by a certain amount of changes during these stages. He said that not only the quantity of thinking and processing increases, but also the quality of thinking and processing increases as one ages, right? Now, Piaget has given various theories, out of which the most interesting one that he talked about was schemes, or some people say it as schemas. Now, you can understand schemes as a script, okay? Like how movies have got a script wherein, there are the details and what has to be done. There's like a proper instruction page that's given to you. And you know that once you read through that script, you know how the scene is going to be. In a similar manner, the information around us is stored in the form of schemes. It provides a framework to look out in the world. For example, there is a scheme of riding a bike, right? How is that scheme learned? That scheme is learned through experience. How is the experience learned? Because as and when the individual is growing, the thinking process is becoming more better in quality and quantity sense. That is why the person is able to process more and more complex things as and when he grows. Very simple example. If you give an infant to ride a bike, do you think that person is going to be able to ride it? No, it's an infant, it's a small child. A child will not be able to ride a bike. But whereas when the child starts growing, by the age of say 10, 11, 12, the child will learn or will be able to ride a bike, because by then the thinking quality processes have begun and they have changed. They have improved. More information is being stored into the mind. Whereas an infant scheme would be very concrete in nature. Concrete in the sense, infant will have very limited amount of schemes uh, in their mind. For example, they just know how to suck their thumb or eat or cry. These are the basic schemes that they'll have. But as and when the child is growing older, the schemes become more sophisticated and abstract. So then the skills are also improved in the similar manner. So a child starts to learn how to ride a bike or how to play a video game or how to play cricket. An infant will not be able to do that. So this in itself talks about the various cognitive changes that happen, and because they happen, behavior also is changing. Another concept that was given by Piaget was about assimilation and accommodation. Assimilation is the process in which people understand a new experience in terms of their current stage of cognitive development. For example, a 3-year-old kid is being taught animals. Now, a 3-year-old kid will not be able to remember the whole animal kingdom, or they will not be able to understand what a single cell organism is, right? A 3-year-old will probably just understand that animals are four-legged. Probably he saw a dog. He learned that, okay, anything that has a foreleg is probably called a dog. So the next time the 3-year-old sees a cat, a horse, a cow, a goat, he will call it a dog, because a new experience has been formed, but it is only formed till a limited extent. Now, as the child will start growing, say he starts growing now, he's 3 years, he's 3.5, is 4 years. At the age of 4 years, he will start accommodating things. So accommodation is changes that comes about in the existing ways of thinking in response to new event or new stimuli. That means that once the child starts growing, he will realize that, okay, not all four-legged animals are dogs. There are other different kinds of species of animals. Like there is a dog, then there is a cat, then there is a horse, there is a cow, and there is a goat. And since the intellectual development qualitatively is changing, he will be able to accommodate new information in the already existing information. So already existing information is animals are generally four-legged. What is being accommodated is that there are different kind of animals like dog, cat, horse, cow, etc. So this accommodation assimilation keeps on happening as and when an individual is growing. So this was about Piaget's theory. We will be learning his theory more in detail. We'll be understanding his stages in the upcoming lessons. The second theory under cognitive perspective is of information processing approach. Information processing, what does the word tell you? It tells you how an individual is processing the information around him or her. So information processing is largely compared to how computers work. How do computers work? You put in a data, it encodes the data, it stores the data, and then you want the data, it retrieves it from the memory. Right? This is how a computer generally works. So psychologists who support the information approaches or information processing approaches, they say that humans also process data in this way, and it is largely about quantity. They don't focus much on the quality. Like Piaget, they don't focus much on quality. Piaget focused on quality more. But information processing focuses on how the quantity changes. So as and when we are growing, one person will be able to process more and more larger amount of information. Again, a very simple example. When you were in standard 1, you could only remember one-line sentences or fill in the blanks or match the column. That was a paper pattern, right? Now compare that paper pattern to your class 10. Class 10 would have a lot many other things like answer in brief, give reasons, answer in 50 to 60 words, right? Why this change? Because as and when the human is growing, the quantity of information is processed more. So if a 3-year-old child can only remember one line of 14-year-old child will be able to remember one whole paragraph. And the information processing is largely based on encoding. First should be listening, encoding, that is understanding, storing, then retrieving, just like a computer.